Now this playbill is from 1847 and it shows the upcoming production of Romeo and Juliet, performed by the American Cushman sisters. Now the older sister, Charlotte Cushman, had proved quite the sensation in the West End for her version of Romeo, and that's paved the way for many more actors to take on the part. And at that period in the Victorian era, Romeo had become a kind of no-go role for men, hadn't it? Whilst no arts organisation has lost funding, venues like Curve and the Nottingham Playhouse have seen their funding stay the same. Now, in the past, standstill funding has been criticised because it doesn't take into account inflation and therefore can be a cut. But this time round, it seems the emphasis has turned to finding new ways to plug that funding gap. From touring West End shows to homegrown productions, a trip to the local theatre can offer a window into new worlds. But funding for regional theatres is at an all-time low. Marketing teams know the key to the future is reaching out to new audiences. So can you persuade people who've never been to the theatre to change a habit of a lifetime? Now, most people are aware of Bollywood, but India also has a thriving contemporary art scene. So as part of the UK-India Year of Culture, arts organisations here in the East Midlands have invited selected Indian artists to showcase their work. Captivating listeners for 7 decades, Ravi Shankar is regarded as the man who brought Indian classical music to a global audience. The opera is based on a tale from the ancient Indian text, the Mahabharata, and it tells the story of a young princess called Sukanya. Now, it's a real family affair because Ravi Shankar was inspired by his wife, who's also named Sukanya. It was also completed with the help of his daughter, the acclaimed sitarist Anushka Shankar.
It's been very emotional.
Well, I'm joined by Sarah Brigham, who is the artistic director here at Derby Theatre. Sarah, you are set to receive just over £3 million over 4 years, which is a 59% uplift. You must be delighted.
I'm absolutely delighted. It's great news for us. It's great news for the University of Derby, who've supported us from the beginning, and it's great news for the city and ultimately our audiences.
And we must say it's been a real change in fortunes. In 2010, you were taken out of the national portfolio, put back in 2014, and now an increase. What's changed? Whilst the ambition for Leicester may be grand, hosting a year of cultural programming also comes at a cost. The government requires the winning city to spend a minimum of £10 million, with all the responsibility falling on the shoulders of the already stretched City Council. Fantastic. Clearly a really great day for you. And I have to say, in case you're wondering, this is actually what they've been using to film a trailer for the upcoming production of Great Expectations. And I think it's fair to say today's announcement has surpassed your expectations.
Indeed.